Thanks for tuning in, everybody. From wherever you're watching from, YouTube, Facebook, social media, different platforms like that. Thank you so much for joining us for another wild week of NFL Week 6.
The boys are back.
Let's go. Hey, I want to say thanks for filling in last week.
Yes,
Miguel, you smashed it.
Thank you.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but you're right. I did. I'm messing with you. Hey, listen, we got to stay consistent. So
it was an entertaining show. I watched it.
You know
great,
what I'm saying?
man.
Look,
we were a little.
If I'm not here, y'all gonna be here. Caleb may have to run the show. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but we gonna be here every week, y'all.
Yes,
every
sir.
week.
We will always be here every Tuesday.
Let's go.
At
Caleb,
5, sometimes 5:10.
Yeah,
True.
for sure. If I show up late from traffic. Caleb, how was your week, bro?
Dude, my weekend was great, man. I had my grandma in town this past weekend, so spent a lot of time with her. You know,
Man.
I only get to see her like once a year or so it's nice that get to see her now.
Oh, okay.
And bring her into town. We went to the Chris Angel show on Sunday night.
Nice.
That was really sick. It started out kind of weird with some of the things that he was doing. I don't want to go into detail too much because I want you guys to see it for yourselves if you have the chance. Because it is a
Chris
really good
Angel?
show. He's a magician. He has a bunch of accolades from like worldwide magician circles and stuff. He's really, really cool.
Like a David Copperfield type.
Kind of, yeah. He does like a lot
okay.
of the illusions and stuff like that. Really, honestly, a great show. Really entertaining, funny. He made it a point where if the crowd was too quiet, he would like kind of jack it up a little bit, kind of like get us to boost up and get entertained and stuff. And it was honestly a really good show. It was.
Okay.
I had a great time.
What's up. Now, can I ask you a question about your grandma?
Yeah.
Is she like a elderly grandma?
Yes.
Or like a younger grandma?
She's older. Yeah, she'll be next year. 75, if I remember correctly. Next year, yeah.
That's not too old.
Not like old, but no.
Yeah.
Getting that quality knitting time in as well.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
She's making lemonade and stuff. I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
As all grandmas should.
Exactly. I love it.
And
it.
Gal, what about you, brother?
Let's see. Did I have anything go down? Actually, no. This past weekend, I kind of just relaxed, chilled at the crib, watched some games. Yesterday, me and the lady, we did go out and watch the Washington game, but we'll get into all that later. Other than that, man, it's just been relaxing. I just been relaxing. Nothing too stressful going on, really.
Let me ask you, does that ruin the night out?
No.
If your team loses?
Not at
you
all.
You just scratch the rest of the night?
Not at all. And you know why? This is why it
things.
doesn't. It wasn't really a night out. It was a go to the bar to watch the game.
Okay.
And the only reason it didn't ruin the night is because it happened in the last 30 seconds. So it was good all the way up until then.
Yeah.
So I was like,
drinks were flowing.
They were flowing. Well, I can't drink right now, but when she was drinking, it was flowing. It was going down. And then, that happened. And,
Yeah.
but it was still a good night. Still a good night. I got to see some people I haven't seen in a long time. So it was cool. What about you? You've been busy.
Yeah.
You've been
busy, bro.
Just growing the company, making some changes, making sure that we're more efficient as far as contractors go and the renovation process. Buying and the selling of the homes. Also helping out my clients. I help out buyers and sellers as well. So
Okay.
Just had my hands full trying to balance all these things and then still come here and have fun with you guys.
Okay.
But hey, the Lord is great.
Always.
So very appreciative of what he's doing in my life and how busy I am. So I'm grateful. But yeah, let's go into week 6. Started off with a banger on Thursday Night Football. Well, it was a banger up until about midway through the second quarter.
Yeah. And then it got
Dude, what is Cam Scattaboo, bro? He's kind of a freak.
He's a beast.
He's a freak, man. I was watching bits and pieces of that game, just like little clips and stuff. That guy is banging his head on every wall in the stadium.
He's
he
like
is a bowling ball.
the
He
new
is a
version
walking,
to me, he's the
talking
new
CTE.
version of Mike Allstott.
Okay,
Like, if you really think about it, like the way he plays, he might be a little quicker, but Mike Allstott.
Yeah, he's a very aggressive player. Like he's really one of those guys that you give him the ball, he will find a way to get the first down. He will bowl over whoever he has to get that first down, and he loves it. Like this, I mean, I've never seen a guy more excited to play football.
I was looking at clips of him. There was a couple clips of him, and all he does is like he's just walking and starts screaming like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like for literally for no reason. He's just like they're like, oh Michael, he's like Ken, he's and he's just like freaking out.
He just
and he's always shaking his head for some reason. Like I don't know. what do they call that? Tourette's? I don't know.
Do you think his career is gonna last long? I mean, I hope it does.
I could see
but with
him,
that style of play,
Well, I don't know. It did well in college because if you saw him play in college, he was
Bro,
that
he was
dude.
going.
Yeah, he was that guy.
He was going. I
because
love him.
like he's got power, but he's got a little breakaway speed too.
Yeah,
like
he's
not
got some
just
wheels.
He's a powerful guy, but he's got some wheels. Yeah, so
He's got some
who
wheels.
knows?
you know
Depends
what's
on how much he
crazy?
gets hit.
He was on my one of my waiver wire pickups one week.
Yep.
And then instantly Muffins picked him up.
Oh
you know?
man, hey, I just want to say, it took literally 4 minutes before we started talking about how Muffins is jacking our fantasy league.
But then he didn't have a great week that week, so Muffins dropped him. So
Yep.
then I went and picked him up, and now he's on my roster.
Something
so I
tells
know he's
me
a little jelly about
we
that.
will be talking about how Muffins. I saw in the chat earlier the whole you and Muffins back and forth.
Oh yeah.
About how he has picked up 13 or 15 of your droppies.
Yep.
Dude,
He keeps picking up the players you keep dropping.
it's wild.
Well, that tells you two things. It tells you that I got an overload of talent on my roster, and there's no
jocking you.
room for them.
Sure.
And I have a good eye because I picked up some of these guys. They turn into stars, but then I drop them. He picks them up right at midnight on Monday night. Because
Midnight.
in my league, there's no like
Midnight.
waiver or there's no claim
yeah.
you need to make. You know, you can
there's
pick
no
it
waiver
up.
order. You just pick it up.
Midnight.
Midnight.
asleep.
So three players he picked up this last Tuesday, 3 the week before, and then 3 the week before that. So
Dude, it's
he's
crazy.
picking up everybody that I'm dropping. It's insane.
It's crazy.
Muffins, I know you're watching, I think. Quan,
Yeah,
can you
always.
put up the number? If you can, we'll give you the number, Muffins, because I'd like you to call in. Because we got a number, guys. We got a number, guys. They can call in. And so,
True.
Muffins, if you're listening, I want you to call in and tell John what you think about what he just said, because I seen it. It is
You know
true.
what?
But just in case you got something to say about it.
We'll see. Yeah. Talk your talk, boy. Talk your talk.
Well, he said it's because he's doing it to kind of rub me the wrong way. But honestly, I couldn't pick him back up if I had the chance to. There's no space.
Because
So
you'd be picking up to drop to pick right back
Yeah.
up. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, moving on. Well, we haven't touched base on the game yet. What's going on with the Eagles, fellas?
Dude, Eagles, man,
The balloon is popped.
they're kind of 50-50. They'll have like
the cat's at the bag.
yeah, their defense is playing well, but their offense has just been not very good this year. I think they tried to switch more of a run-heavy offense to a pass-heavy offense, and that's just not how their team is built.
Not at all. It's Jalen is not throwing the ball. You've got two prime receivers,
Yeah.
two prime receivers in their prime,
Yeah.
and they are not getting the ball.
3 targets a game.
Yeah.
Not getting the ball. Like
AJ's just not getting the ball.
you got,
Smitty.
and these guys. And when we say stars, they're both stars.
They're top. Yeah, both of them
They
are
were
top 20
both-
guys.
They're not elite, but yeah, they're star players.
Well, it depends on what you call elite. For what Smith does, he's elite. He's a deep threat. He's elite in that aspect.
Sure.
For what Brown does, he's elite.
He's a contested catch guy. He's one of those guys that
Yeah,
he
you
will go
throw
over
it
and get you
up.
the ball.
90% of the time, he's going to catch it.
Right.
Possession receiver.
He's a great downfield possession receiver. Yeah.
Now, like I said, for what they do, they're elite. I wouldn't say they're either one of them are top 5 receivers in the league, but for their talent, skill, they're elite. They're better than most.
Okay.
But you got a quarterback who's good,
Yeah.
but for some reason ain't throwing him the ball. Barkley's having an off season so far.
Well, to me, I always felt like Jalen Hurts, he's never been like a top 8 quarterback.
Yeah. I've always agreed with that. Yeah.
You
That's
know,
been my
he's
sentiment.
he's not a pocket passer. He does have a good deep ball, but
Yep.
him to me is like, he has 1, maybe 2 reads, and then he's running.
Yep.
So when an elite quarterback, they go to their 3rd, look,
Right.
4th look if they have to, and that just takes a different type of, mind.
Yeah.
To calculate what everything that's going on in that 5 seconds.
I just think he's like, I don't know. You can't put it on the coaches. Well, it's a mixture because, like you said, I feel like they have changed the offense, Caleb.
Yes, because they do have a
They've
new
changed
offensive
it.
coordinator this year.
Yeah, they've changed the offense where last year it was we can just hand it to Barkley. He'll hit you with a 50-yarder,
Right.
and we'll go from there. They're doing a lot of play action that's just not working, or he's dunking and diving for some reason.
You know what Jalen Hurts reminds me of? Like Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it. I can kind of see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not any super special in any one way or another, but he's solid all around to an extent, and he's got.
Well, he just has that. He's very explosive in the running game,
right,
and he has those 1-2 reads. But if defensive coordinators
pick up
take
on that.
away his
Right.
second read, he has to run,
Panics.
and then they can get him.
Yeah.
They can load the defense so that they keep him contained.
Yeah,
And that's kind of what we're seeing right now.
yeah, I could see
You
that,
guys feel like he's running more than
I think that's his third option, no matter what.
is the run?
So pass,
Yeah.
pass, run. Like 1 read, 2 reads, run. That's it. And then they're kind of taking away that tush push a little bit, right? I mean, they had to run it 4 times in a row.
Yeah,
That's kind of
to go a
exhausting.
yard. Like
We'll
That was
bring up.
wild.
We'll talk about what happened when Baltimore tried that yesterday.
Yeah.
And instead of giving it to your horse, you gave it to your tight end twice.
I mean, that's crazy because they do have Barkley on their team.
yeah, but he's like I said, he's not.
I wonder how many targets is he getting? Is it over 15, or are they giving him the ball and he's just not
Saquon?
producing here?
let me look.
Yeah,
here.
he's not. The lanes have closed. They're not as open as they were last
Yeah.
season. They're
I mean, the
definitely-
Giants look pretty solid. They're really surprising. They're kind of like the Patriots right
that
now, right?
should have been
Yeah.
the trap game
Yeah.
of last week
Yes.
because the Giants are due. They were due.
Yeah.
34-17, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Saquon, he had 12 carries last week.
Yeah, so they're just not giving him the ball.
At
12
all.
carries, and then he had 3 passing targets.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 touches or 15 opportunities.
Yeah, 14 total touches.
Yeah, that's not enough for Barkley.
No, he needs to be getting 20 plus a game, realistically, because he is probably your best player on offense right now. Like, yes, AJ Brown is amazing. He's a upper tier receiver, but Saquon is a top 3
Listen,
minimum.
I tell
running
you
back.
this, it wouldn't matter what AJ Brown was doing. I wouldn't say he's better than Barkley.
Right. No.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like AJ Brown is a
Like
really
I
good
said,
receiver.
they're elite
But
at what they do.
yes,
Barkley,
I would say
he is just an elite running back.
AJ Brown cracks the top 12 to me.
That's
oh, I
You
would,
know,
I would even
that's
say
it,
he's
though.
in the top 10, but
I
like
would
I
as
said,
well.
Yeah.
he's elite to me would be top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't have an issue putting AJ Brown 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
At all.
That's kind of where I think I've looked at it before. Yeah, like 7, 8, 9 is kind of where I'm
Yeah,
thinking
at
for
all.
him.
Because you'd have to really think. You could probably name 5, 6 receivers better than him.
Yep.
But they're just not going to rattle off the top of your head like that.
Mhm.
You'd have to give me a
Yeah.
second.
You can get like 4
You know what I
easy,
mean?
I think. Like there's 4 guys you can get pretty easy, I think.
Well, shout out
But-
to Dart and Scadaboo for really
Scadaboo,
Dude, yeah.
changing this team around instantly.
They really have. They completely switched this team from a team that you really honestly don't want to watch, you're not excited for, and now they have brought excitement back to New York football.
I could see some games getting flexed to prime time
I could see
later
it
in
too.
the season.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But moving on, the Broncos squeaked out a win versus the Jets.
Ugly game, man.
The lowly Jets.
Ugly game.
Is
Fields.
Nix, is Nix that guy? Hold on.
Oh, Nix is that guy.
I don't know, man.
Nix is that guy. Bo Nix is that guy.
What were you gonna say, Fields? What?
Didn't he have like 0 yards passing or is negative?
had
It's like 45.
45 yards
Yeah,
passing.
45.
The whole game. In an NFL game as a starting quarterback,
Listen.
he didn't even crack 100.
Oh, I think
passing
it was
yards.
the
What about
first
rushing
half.
yards?
rushing yards.
Over 100? They gotta
He
get-
had 31, so he
No.
had 76 total yards.
I
in
think
that
it was
game.
the first half he had no yards passing.
So Christian McCaffrey is outperforming him,
Yes.
receiving and rushing
I guess, yes.
50
Right.
a game.
But no, it's sad that because I like Justin Fields and I do still have hope for him. I think his whole career, he just hasn't had a whole lot of great opportunity. And this is the first time where he's had a decent opportunity. And then we saw Elijah Vera Tucker tore his pectoral before the season even started. We saw week 1, he actually looked really good. And it's just been kind of downhill since then.
Listen, I feel like when he had an opportunity with the Steelers,
Yeah.
those first 4 games,
He looked good.
he looked good.
Yeah.
And then they decided, we'll bring Russell since we did bring him in for this.
Right.
We'll bring him in for that. And then now he's going with a first-year head coach.
Yep.
Who really
It's yikes.
he pooped the bed when he got rid of Rodgers
Mhm.
and how he got rid of Rodgers. Basically,
Yeah.
like, we don't want you, you're no good type deal. That right there should have told you how this train was going to roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was not good.
Well, you can see the kid got talent.
He does.
Fields I'm talking about. And but he's getting
He can't put it together.
well, it's just he's joining these organizations. I remember Kwan said something about that last week where the Browns are the Browns.
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the
it's
Jets are the Jets.
the
It is
system.
what it is. What it is. It
I feel
doesn't
bad.
really matter what you do.
It's the system.
I feel bad for the Jets, man, because every couple of years, they have like a decent team where they could be a playoff team, and then something happens, and it's just the same old Jets.
And I do just want to bring up, that tells you John's not a liar. He did watch the show last week because obviously he wasn't here, but he did bring up that Quan brought up the system.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
It's just the culture, man. Because
It is.
they're bringing in head coaches like no other,
Yeah.
and interchanging. It's like a merry-go-round of offensive coordinators.
It is.
Stop the cab, you guys. Let's stop the cab.
But really, it's just the
Come
culture.
on now.
Stop it. Stop
All
it.
right, move.
You guys wanted me to call in. Come on now.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he's here. Hey,
Muffins.
He's here.
All right, Muffins. What you
It
got
took
to
me
say?
a while.
What you got to say about how
Yeah.
they treating you over here?
Talk your. I don't bring me into this, bro. I'm not bringing up muffins.
I'll
It
bring
is
you into
literally
this.
John, bro.
Well, Caleb, you can't say
I have
much
nothing
because
to
you
say
have
against
this.
Caleb.
What's that muffin? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I have nothing to say against Caleb because Caleb is the only one that's actually showing some respect. John, however, you got to pick up all these players so he can't just drop them 2 minutes before game time just to re-pick them back up the next week.
And this is the elusive Muffins on the line right now, guys, who is responding to John's comments that, listen, I agree with because they're true. Again, John's not a liar.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a thing, yeah, where muffins, you've kind of picked up a lot of John's like scraps almost this season. You've picked up what 13 or 14 of John's guys this year.
yeah.
It's like you wanted to have a whole new rep this season.
mean, it just so happened that John's was dropping the players that I meant to pick up. I mean, I can't, it's God's will at this point. I can't fault it.
So basically, how many players do you have on the team? 12?
You picked up John's entire roster.
His whole roster.
We can definitely create a whole entire starting lineup and bench with the amount of players.
That'd be really funny.
That Muffins has picked up. But you can't tell me that you had your eye on Juwan Jennings this whole season and I just picked him up and blah, 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 blah. No way. But the reason to answer your...
That one I think I did just to mess with you.
Okay.
That one was just for the humor.
The reason why I
That's for the
dropped
culture.
the players right before the game, it's not because of what you think, sir. It's not because I want to pick them up Monday night and stay up till midnight and lose my sleep and ruin my whole next day. No, it's because I don't want you to pick them up and have that 1 minute where you can package them up and trade them to a Caleb.
Hey,
or
leave me out of this, bro. Leave me out
trade
of this,
them to
bro.
a Earl for a Bijan Robinson.
Yeah,
So
Earl. If you're watching, you call in too, because you do that type of stuff too.
I'm eliminating
Leave me the
that
hell out of
one
this, bro.
that 1 minute where you can package it and trade it to Earl for Bijan Robinson. Okay, that's it.
Man.
Which I do have a package in the works, by the way.
Oh, of course you do.
Only joking.
No, you're not.
He'll
No, you're
take
not.
it. He'll take
Watch,
it.
there'll be a trade before this show's over.
Yeah,
There'll be a trade.
I
We'll all
tried.
get an alert on our phones, and it'll be a trade alert text.
Now,
Literally.
and then also too, the reason why Caleb is not in this conversation, as far as him not showing you love or whatever, because he has showed you plenty of love. He literally gave you his whole team. What do you?
All right.
What are you gonna say something
I
bad
gave
about
him
that?
Brock Bowers. I gave him one guy who
Puka Nakua.
I didn't trade him Puka. I traded
Let's
Earl
take a
Puka.
time out for a second.
I feel like you
Let's take a
traded
time
him
out for a
more
second,
than.
because let's all look between last year. Last year, I traded Caleb the most, and what happened? Caleb won the championship.
So he was just, giving it back, paying it forward.
Nah. Hey, who says I'm not just taking advantage again? You know, it worked out for me before. Why wouldn't it work out again?
Well, hold on. Let me
Set him straight, please.
Let me explain
Please
what
set him
happened
straight.
here. What happened is, you did get taken advantage of last season as well, Caleb. Okay?
Okay.
It is what it is.
All right.
But Muffins is so addicted to the act of trading.
The act.
He could not resist. So this is what typically Muffins does. He'll trade, build a super team, get to its highest level, and then he'll
Dismantle.
get bored. And he'll just
Dismantle.
need to trade still, and then he'll trade himself back out of the super team, and some people come up at that time. So the perfect time to trade Muffins, actually, now that I think about it, is from week 8 and up, and you might get a good player out of him.
Good to know. Good to know. Muffins. Wow.
The only thing I will agree to John on last year, I screwed myself out of it because
Yeah.
I traded away Lamar Jackson when I shouldn't have. So yes, I will absolutely own that.
It's all right, Muffins. We still love
okay.
you.
It's all right. You know what? These things happen.
We got love for you, Muffins. Every
Always.
podcast needs a villain, and so does every fantasy football league.
Every
So,
fantasy league, yeah.
We
It's
love
all
it.
right.
There's love there.
As
What
long
else?
as you mention in the podcast that I got the super team now, then I can let you guys get back to it.
No. You seen my team, sir. I'm stacked, and I'm feeding you. I'm actually. I discovered this earlier today, just to close this topic off. Out of all these players that I've dropped and he picked up, and he's packaging them, I'm actually not intentionally feeding this actual this department for Muffins, this trade rape campaign that he's doing. I'm feeding him the ability to do that.
Well,
That's
are
crazy
you
to me.
saying that you're basically
Involuntarily.
Muffin's supervisor?
No. I'm unintentionally doing it, but he is using these players to go and take a Bijan Robinson, to go and take a Puka Nacua, a Brock Bowers. So he's using these and packaging them. And I didn't really think about that until just today.
So it's not your fault, Muffins. Wow, you just gotta.
It's really not my fault. I mean,
It's not
it
your
was
fault.
really just John. He's the enabler.
You know, it's like, you
He's the
know,
supplier, bro.
yeah,
he's the dealer.
supplier. You're hooked. You're hooked on that John.
Man.
John's the
All right,
John
Muffins.
is Muffins dealer.
Nice talking to you,
I
sir.
just wanted to show you guys some love.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, brother. We'll talk soon.
Absolutely, my guys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And that was Muffins.
fun.
And that was Muffins.
Moving on from the lowly Jets and the drag it out Broncos squeezing out
brutal,
victories.
brutal.
Yeah.
Just not looking great, but hey, they're winning. So
They're winning football games, yeah.
Cardinals getting beat up by the Colts. This was a close game.
A
Danny
lot
Dimes.
closer than it should have been, especially considering the Cardinals just lost to the Titans last week. I don't think the Colts, who are supposed to be right now one of the better teams in the NFL, should be in a one-score game with a team that lost to the Tennessee Titans.
And didn't even have
in
their starting
2025.
quarterback.
And they played Jacoby Brissett, which, I mean, Jacoby's not an awful
That means they have a
quarterback.
good system,
but-
though. They got it.
Yeah.
You can just plug and play, kind of like the Niners.
Yeah.
You throw Mac in there, they don't skip a beat.
Good Lord.
I'm not even.
Stop it.
But
But you want to.
no, I didn't. I wasn't gonna say nothing about the Niners. I wasn't gonna bring it up. I
All
wasn't
right,
gonna do it.
Well, the Colts are solid. They have a good system. So
Yeah,
yeah,
they do.
I mean,
Colts are
the
looking
proof is
good.
in the pudding. But they did have right.
A little close.
It was a little close for comfort. Chargers taking down the Dolphins. Everybody can see this coming, but this one was also
It was
really
closer.
close.
Yeah,
It
that
was.
game was closer than
Yeah.
thought it was going to be.
Yeah. And
Well, McDaniels is in a fight for his job life, right?
right, he is.
Yeah.
He absolutely is. And this was a situation where honestly the Dolphins could have won this game, but Tua just kept throwing interceptions, and it cost him the
How
football.
many do you
game.
have? 3?
3 interceptions in that game, and one of
Yeah.
them was towards the end of the game when they were trying to drive down the field, get into range.
That's
and just
happened
do
like
all
3
this.
times this season.
It's happened a lot.
Last drive of the game.
Right.
It's turning into one of those things where like you've tried the Tua experiment. I feel like
It's not working.
it's time to draft somebody else.
Well,
They can't yet.
That's not on Tua.
No, that's not on Tua
That's
whatsoever.
the organization. He
Yeah.
shouldn't even be playing with what we saw him.
The past 2 seasons.
No,
the,
the last
head,
couple
the,
years.
the head
The
injuries,
concussions.
Yeah, that's crazy that
Yeah.
they're even still doing that. He went from one of the most accurate quarterbacks ever on the collegiate level to now turning the ball over on an average 2-3 times a game.
Something like
so, and I think it is directly related.
To those concussions.
Definitely a little bit, yeah. It's just rough, man. Because I love Tua. I do.
Yeah. All right. Well, the Chargers finally get a win. They got beaten up the last couple weeks, so they are.
Trying to get back on track.
that
Yeah,
scale,
I mean they're losing running backs left and right. Vital is a good pickup right now. If he's been picked up in most leagues already, but he was a rookie that I liked. That I thought he was going to crush it last year,
Right.
and he just never popped off. So I mean, this year he looks like he should have looked last year.
Giving those opportunities.
Yep, jumping into the Patriots over the Saints. Patriots look solid, you guys. This
Patriots
is
look good, bro.
surprise of the year, I believe.
Drake, man.
This and the Colts are have been 2 of the surprises this season where they both were not necessarily supposed to be awful teams. I think the Colts were expected to be like a 4-5 win team, and yet in the Patriots probably like a 7-ish win team expectation, I think. But I think both teams have exceeded expectations this season. They're looking fantastic. Patriots week in and week out. Their defense is playing great. Drake May is dropping bombs every week. And this week was no different. I mean, they held in a close game to the Saints team.
Who's Vrabel's their coach, right?
Yeah, Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
So this goes into, hate to say this, but it goes into what Quan was saying last week. The system. I feel like their player, this is the second year in their system, that it's finally clicked in what the coaches want from these players. And they've got talent on defense and offense.
They do.
So it's finally clicked in that, you know what? We need you to run this route. We need you to throw it here. We need you to run this. And the players are just doing it. And so it's like
clicking.
showing, because like I said, they have talent all over the field.
Right. They do.
Well, no, last year they were kind of lacking talent, I would
Yes.
say. They were
last
the
year-
bottom of the barrel in talent, so that's where most of their losses
yes,
stem
so-
from.
Well, their defense, though, they didn't really pick up much on their defense.
They overhauled their defense with a lot of guys. They brought in guys like Robert Spillane from the Raiders from this past year. And Robert Spillane is a pretty solid linebacker, and he's playing good for them now. But I think the biggest thing that has boosted their defense is last year Christian Gonzalez was out the entire year with an injury.
Yeah.
And this year he's back, and
So
he
they
is
had
playing
some injuries, some
fantastic
players come
football.
back.
Right. And last year too, they had Gerard Mayo as their head coach. They brought in they got rid of him, brought in Mike Vrabel, and it has completely turned around this franchise.
Did they switch over their coordinators?
Yes. Vrabel brought in a couple of new guys. I know he actually brought in, I think Joe Judge he brought in.
Yeah.
Former Patriots guy as well. And he knows, so he understands that
and
culture.
oh boy's back. What's his name? That was the Raiders coach for a hot second.
Yeah. The offensive
Yeah,
coordinator
offensive
from the
coordinator.
Patriots.
Josh McDaniels, yeah. But
Yeah,
he's bringing
and
guys
Josh
that know
McDaniels
this.
brings offense.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not
an
a great
offense-
head coach,
Yeah,
but
he's an offensive guy.
He's a good
for
coordinator.
sure, for
Absolutely.
sure.
and I would say that about McDaniel as well.
Yeah, McDaniels, Joe Judge, both have done,
You
good.
gotta think, there's been a couple coaches that they were coordinators, got coaching jobs,
right.
Didn't work
didn't
out.
really work out. Oh boy, that was
Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh's a good
the
example.
guy
too, yeah.
that was the coach for Miami. That was a coordinator.
Brian Flores.
Yeah, Flores. Now he's back to being a coordinator and is tearing it up.
Yeah, that
So-
Vikings defense is
Yeah,
amazing.
and I think McDaniels is going to
Go back to being an offensive.
coordinator for the Niners.
Stop it. I
Pretty
knew he
soon.
was about to say.
Niners, we'll see. I mean, we'll
He's
see
going
if he
back
wants
to the
end up
Niners?
somewhere else. But I think our
He's
offense
fighting
is
for
playing
his
good now.
Yeah, I mean he's fighting for his head coaching life, but
Definitely.
We'll see.
I think he's gone.
Probably gone after this year. Yeah.
But yeah, Vrabel bringing that culture in. They're just run steady. I think Drake May's just a beast. He kind of looks like a little mini Josh Allen. He just has
Yeah,
that
that's what they're
body, that
saying,
running
yeah.
ability. He has
Yep.
he has also magical plays in his basket that in his tool belt that most people don't have.
Yeah.
He just pulls out these 4th down, 3rd down throws, and we're just like, whoa, that's something we see from these elite guys. So
Right.
Well,
And it was
if you look at it, most of these quarterbacks now throwing it sidearm.
Yeah.
Like they're really
just
throwing
flipping.
that sidearm, that
Yep.
what they would call
They love it.
street ball.
mhm.
Yeah.
But it's all just really. But you see, when they throw it, it's like that's the only throw you can make.
It's effortless.
to do it. That's that Mahomes all day long right
Right.
there.
Yeah, and I saw too pretty recently. David Andrews, former Patriot center, retired this past offseason. He was doing a podcast interview, and he said that Drake May is kind of having a Tom Brady effect, where guys are wanting to play with him. They're excited to play with him. David Andrews almost considered not retiring from football this past offseason so he could continue to play with Drake May and help develop this young guy. And that was a huge consideration for him. And I think he's right. I think people are excited to play with Drake May. He's bringing a lot of energy into this locker room, and I think he's going to have a really good career.
I
Yeah,
like
man.
it.
He's
I
solid.
like it.
Steelers.
Dude, close.
Are
one.
they for real?
The Steelers, man,
Oh.
I don't know how to feel about them.
I
A-Rod,
like him, man.
man.
I think
A-Rod.
A-Rod, perfect landing spot for A-Rod. He just has
Yes.
a
Yeah.
head coach that has his head screwed on tight. His job is secure. He's not battling, oh, is this coach going to be fired? And now
Right.
am I not going to be here anymore? Like that little uncertainty is solved, resolved, and there's nothing for him to worry about. He can just go out there and be a quarterback, not have to be the leader, the offensive coordinator,
Hey, just
do
a-
all the jobs.
What they tell him? Just don't turn over the ball.
That's the big
Exactly.
thing.
Don't
Yeah.
turn over the ball.
And honestly, Rodgers really doesn't. He's not usually a guy that turns over the ball very much.
We don't need 300 yards from you.
Yep.
Right.
We're running the ball. We won without you.
Yeah. Just
We
don't
could-
turn over the ball.
We
Right.
can win with you and without you.
Don't
So-
lose the game.
Don't
Isn't that
lose
what they
the
say?
game.
Don't lose the game.
You can win the game. Do not lose us the game. That is the
And
big thing.
A-Rod's perfect.
Yep. He's
Perfect.
taking some
He's looking
sacks.
good.
I mean, he can't move like he
Yeah.
could before, but he's not really throwing. He's not the turnover machine.
But I'll take some sacks for the wins.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
I'll take some
100%.
sacks for the wins because he's not losing the game for him. So,
Bro, and I feel bad for Dylan Gabriel, man. They kind of chucked him to the wolves on this pretty awful Browns team, and he's throwing the ball 50 times.
but whose fault is that?
Bro, these Browns, bro. These Browns are just
Yeah.
not
But
good. They need to.
What are you
fix
gonna
this
do?
offense,
They don't
man.
have a. You have to throw him in because what was working before wasn't working.
Right.
Yeah, but
He climbed his
Right.
way to second string for the opportunity.
Okay. Did he climb his way or was he just giving it?
A little bit of both, I think, maybe.
There's no little bit of both about anything, guys. Because if you listen to all,
I like Sanders.
If you listen to all what the Browns news people were saying during practice and all this extra stuff, Gabriel was not that guy, but they refused to give Sanders the shot. So he didn't really earn second; they just gave it to him, and really, them trading Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that was a big thing too.
That was a big thing, and now
Flacco's
Flacco's
in
gone, so it's
Cincinnati.
like, all right, still don't want Sanders to do it. Think about it, they didn't want to give Sanders the second string.
No,
They were going to throw in the guy that they had dropped,
Bailey
brought
Zappi.
back, put on practice squad.
Yep,
Coach was so uncommittal about it, so
which is crazy.
But I mean, it's not like he's getting thrown out to the wolves. It's just it is what they have.
yeah,
Right.
You know,
yeah.
it's not intentional. They're rolling with their rookies. Let's see if they can do something. Chances are they won't, and it's
Right.
not their fault.
And
It's
then
the
it's gonna be too late because you got Dylan who's been with the ones this whole time.
Yep.
Sanders still has yet to be with the ones.
I don't think he's playing with the twos right now.
He's not even playing with the twos. So then what's going to happen is, okay, after Gabriel loses these next 4 or 5 games, you're not going to have a choice but to throw in
Think
Sanders.
about this though. Think about it this way, you guys.
Okay.
Let's change the mentality here for a second. What if the Browns, the GM, really loves Sanders and they're protecting the kid?
From what?
From the
no,
team.
just just giving him more time, right?
I could see it.
And then throwing him in when he has his best chance of succeeding,
Right when they start bringing in more offensive talent,
which I think will probably be right around week 9. Maybe he'll have a little bit firmer grasp of the offense. You know what I'm saying? He'll know what
Yeah.
to expect.
That could possibly be.
What if they're
possibly
looking
be.
out for him instead of actually what everybody thinks is
they're just not.
they
doing
just
it
don't
right.
like him because
Right.
they're the only ones that took a chance on drafting him. So
Well, think about this. I don't really think there was a way he was going to go undrafted, even if he went round 7. I
Right.
don't think there was a way he was
He
going
was
to go
getting
undrafted.
drafted.
He was getting drafted.
Yeah.
But what do they say in any sport? In any sport, it's not just football, basketball, baseball, whatever. There's no time like game time. So you could be the number 1 player picked, but if you don't play, if you don't get in the game, who knows what you could really do?
I know,
Because
but
practice ain't the game.
I know if you're a GM, especially at this
what you're
high
saying makes sense.
yeah, at this high of a level, you can kind of look at all your chips and kind of be like, okay, we're not going to be like super viable this year. So maybe
Right.
let's not beat up the kid because he's the guy of our future.
Yeah.
But the only backfire to that right there is that their GM and their coach have been there for the past 5 years.
they have.
How many more losses can you think they're still going to be around?
It's a
You
weird
know what I
thing.
mean? Because what
Yeah.
you're saying would totally make sense. So maybe on a first or second year guy, but these guys have been there for the past 5 seasons.
But now, if you think about it, if they put him in week 9 when
Yeah.
he has a firmer grasp of it and they get on a little winning
They get
streak,
on a little-
they can sell
that's going to buy them.
they can sell the idea of, hey, look it, we found our guy. We need one more.
We were just
year.
getting them ready.
Exactly. We need one more year.
And
Listen,
You know
that
what?
that right there could that'll
we'll see.
cash in them chips right there to give them a couple more.
Hey, man.
We'll see. And honestly, week 9 is probably the week to do it because they take on the Jets that week.
Yep. Why not put
And
him
the Jets
against?
will still be
why put
owned.
him against the Steelers when you can put him against the Jets?
Jets will be 0-8.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah, they'll. I mean, who knows?
actually,
Maybe
I
they'll
don't
pick up a
think
win
they
this
will.
week.
I got the Jets winning this week.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. Moving on, you guys. Panthers upsetting the Cowboys.
I love it, dude.
I love it. And I should have pulled up some clips for this game, but I didn't want to be too harsh on them this week.
Dude, I love watching the Cowboys lose. My favorite pastime.
You know, I love 2 teams, Washington and whoever's playing Dallas.
Yup.
Let's go.
I will say this again. The best thing that ever happened to the Cowboys offense is CeeDee Lamb getting hurt because you start to see that connection brewing and really solidifying between Dak and also Pickens. And then you also see Big Fur going off as well. I think
True.
when CeeDee Lamb comes back, They're going to have probably the number one offense in the league.
I could see
defense is definitely not their strong suit, but I can see them outscoring teams. Teams are going to be unable to keep pace with them.
Now, my only thing to that is, you think Lamb's just going to be able to get back in there and be number one? Because now you got Pickens, who's
100%.
So I think what's going to happen is they're probably going to have to ease him in for a game or so. Like, he's not going to be like necessarily the number one read 100% of the time on every snap for the first game that CeeDee Lamb comes back. But I think after that first game, give CeeDee Lamb, let him get his feet under him back again after coming back from this injury. And
It's not like he tore ACL,
No,
guys.
no,
it's not.
But
But
he's
it's
still missing games.
He's
But
still
I
missing game time.
But I would say that they probably are preparing that for him for that
Right.
in practice.
Yeah.
So that he can go full power, because they don't need to bring him in right now. They have enough offense.
Because I don't mean his ability. I'm talking about just the cohesiveness, because it's not like these two have been playing together it's not like a Jamar Chase and Higgins where they've been playing together for the past couple of seasons for years. This is Pickens is still a new guy to the team.
Right.
And Lamb's been that guy. And I'd be like, just because I've been hurt for the past 2 weeks, don't think you got my spot. And I mean in that type of the gelling of getting it back to, okay, because now this has shown that Pickens don't have to take a back seat, because Pickens has been balling. And I don't like to talk good about any Cowboy, but he just got there, so I'll do it. He's been balling.
Well, he's definitely probably going to go to a different team next year. He's just earning his contract now. But it looks like they're just one touchdown off from winning these games because their defense is not there. This is kind of like what happens after you lose a Micah. But I think Lamb will bring that 3 to 7 points extra a game. So I think they'll be winning these games, but it's not going to be enough to win a Super Bowl. But I think that they'll still finish with the winning record.
Definitely, yeah. And I mean, Dak, honestly, if the Cowboys defense was better, Dak would be an MVP candidate this year, because he is playing really good football. He's not turning the ball over. He's throwing touchdowns. He's throwing up good yardage every single week. In the last 3 games,
wouldn't that be the worst thing though? Your defense loses you the MVP.
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened last year with Joe Burrow, because he threw 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns. And his defense was so bad they missed the playoffs, and he couldn't get MVP. If they make the playoffs, that's probably his MVP and not Josh Allen's.
What's really crazy though is they are focusing on running the ball with Williams.
Yeah, Jamonte's playing great football.
But they're not taking enough time off the clock, and all these, even the teams that don't have a powerful offense are still able to score on them.
Right.
Yep.
So they have offense, and that's their whole strategy this year. They just need a little bit more.
There's no point of scoring 40 when the other team scores 41.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
All right. Moving on. Seattle over the Jags. This was a bit surprising. I actually, Lamar Jackson's hurt for me, so I brought in.
Big play Sam
Darnold.
Yep, Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I was say, you just picked up Sam Darnold.
But then
too.
I dropped him because he's playing the Jags, and the Jags are like known for all these takeaways and stuff like that. Good defense.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold still had his way with them.
He played
threw
great.
up a 40 piece or something like that, didn't he?
Got 2 touchdowns. Or you're talking about fantasy? Yeah.
Fantasy.
He threw up like 30 some odd points.
Yeah. What do you guys feel about the Jags? I know you're really high on them, Caleb.
Yeah, I love the Jags. Their offense has kind of been touch and go. I think Travis Hunter needs to be implemented a little bit more, because he's getting decent targets, but he's not producing as much as I think we hoped he would on offense. Their defense is playing lights out this year. They're holding teams to like less than 25 points pretty much every week. And like they held the Seahawks, who are a solid offensive team, to 20 points this week. That's honestly really solid. They have a great pass rush duo. Their secondary's been playing really well. They did just do a swap around with the Browns. They traded away Tyson Campbell and brought in Greg Newsome. So they had a little bit of a swap with them. And so there's going to be, I think that's what happened this week, is he just didn't get enough game time with them over the course of these last few days before game time. And so I think next week we're going to see a little bit of a better defensive game from the Jags. But I really do think the Jags are the best team in the division still. Even though the Colts are playing great right now, I think, like I said this a couple weeks ago, I think the Colts are going to start seeing reality here pretty soon.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Colts are the best team in that division.
Who's better? What's more of the answer here? Are the Seahawks just that good, or the Jags mediocre because they only put up 12 points?
Yes, I think the Seahawks are honestly, like, their record is, they're 4-2. They're one of the better teams in the NFC right now, and honestly one of the better teams in the NFL right now. They're playing great football.
Yeah, Seattle's playing really
good. The Niners beat them.
Yes, we did beat them. Yes, we did.
You did.
We did. But I think Seattle is still one of those teams that you have to watch out for. They are, JSN and Sam Darnold are playing great football together right now. Their running game hasn't been that great, but their passing attack has been fantastic. Their defense is playing really well. So I think this game, yes, it was a sluggish game, but I think this is just a game where two, honestly, top 10 teams right now are going at it. And
I actually like the way the NFL landscape is in this aspect, that I don't feel like there's a team that is just lights out above everybody else.
Yeah,
I agree. Everybody's got something. Like either their defense is really good, but man, they got to work on some things on offense, or their offense is really good, but man, they got to work on some things on defense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I feel like every team's got something to work on. We won't really see that one team where just like they can't be beat until after week 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah, week 10 or week 12 is when
because right now everybody's got something that,
Alrighty, moving on. The Rams take down the Ravens. Not a very exciting game. Lamar's out. He makes just the most.
He makes a difference, man.
The biggest difference ever seen. I mean, the Ravens can't put up 4 points.
Yeah, it's just not
back-to-back weeks. It's pretty crazy.
It's awful.
Puka looks like that injury might last a little longer. We'll see how Muffins ends up.
He'll be gone.
The Raiders finally got a win. I mean, it was against the Titans, but I mean, it is exciting.
They needed that win, man. They needed it.
Pete Carroll's juiced right back up again.
Yeah, we love to see when Pete Carroll's excited, because honestly, he is one of the more energetic coaches in the NFL. So seeing him when he's excited,
better not get too excited. That man is like 90.
He's 73. He's not that old.
All right, Packers taking down the Bengals.
Close one.
The Bengals showed some life.
Flacco
with their new quarterback.
Flacco effect.
Yeah, he's able to plug and play anywhere you go.
Anywhere.
Dude, he is.
Well, they said he's seen every system you can kind of think of. So it's like, they were even talking about the terminology. He's even heard all the terminology.
Right, he's heard everything.
So it doesn't matter what you try to come up with.
Right.
He's heard it before, so he's a plug and play for real.
He is, but I think part of this too, honestly, up until the fourth quarter, up until about halfway through the fourth quarter, the Bengals honestly could have won this game. The Packers only put up 10 points until about halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And then in that fourth quarter, they threw up 17 points unanswered and won the game. Realistically, the Bengals could have and should have won this game. And I think that's pretty sad that as a Packers team in Lambeau Field, you can't put up more than 10 points in, 45 minutes of football against the Bengals defense. That's sad. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really even think Flacco should have been playing, to be honest with you. At least not until this upcoming week, because he'd been there like 3 days.
Isn't that awesome, though? You go from
still looked better.
Cleveland to the Bengals, and now you have Jamar Chase. You got Higgins,
Mike Gesicki, Noah
Chase
Brown. Like,
man.
I'd be looking over there at Cleveland like, thanks, guys.
All right. The Bucks beating up the Niners.
Dude.
Really sad, man. Fred Warner's out.
This wasn't sad. This was not sad. Let's get into this clip.
I want to talk about it.
Look at the Baker Mayfield effect. If we can get into that.
I mean, Baker is balling, man.
Baker's balling, bro.
We could have had him sacked a few times, and this fool is just, he looks elusive.
Very elusive,
Warner, bro.
Very
college teammate.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh, you can't even tackle him?
Dude, Baker,
He's doing this every week.
Every week.
He might, honestly, right now, he's looking like the MVP right now. He is playing better than, I think, any other quarterback in the NFL right now. He's playing lights out.
Well, it was just a gut check when your leader goes out for a season-ending injury. It wasn't even on a tackle. It wasn't anything crazy. He got rolled up on.
Didn't he what happened to him? So I know he hurt his ankle.
He got rolled up on.
Look at that though. Look at that right there.
Right, you got your hands on him, bro.
Now
You got two
Quan
guys
speaks.
on him.
Now
Quan is officially part of the show.
Quan, we need you to go to more of these games, bro, because we need that good luck charm in the stadium.
Well, it's my 49th year. They're playing. The Super Bowl is in Levi for my 49th year of existence, so they will win it.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be there. If we're in the Super Bowl, I'm there. I already said it.
Dude,
I don't have that real estate money, so I won't be, but
listen, I'll tell you this, Quan. If the Niners make the Super Bowl, we'll go. We're not going in the game, but we can definitely tailgate.
I'm down for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Quan, we need to go, bro.
We'll figure it out.
This might be the only time we get to live and be at a Super Bowl, because some teams have never been in a Super Bowl. It's kind of hard to get there.
It sounds like John's got your ticket.
So I'll just say this.
Another one of those big deals.
That's what I heard.
We're all going.
We're all going.
I'll just
We're all
say
going,
this.
you guys.
Podcast from the parking lot.
Let's rent a minivan and
I'll
drive
just say
up there.
this. I may or may not know a guy who has season tickets to Levi's.
But not for the Super Bowl. That doesn't
I
count.
think because
Doesn't
it
count.
counts for playoffs and stuff, and
Yeah, for
concerts,
playoffs,
all that
but
kind
not
of stuff.
Super Bowls.
Super
The
Bowl,
Super Bowls
maybe,
are-
Dude, I need
maybe.
that contact, bro.
Super Bowls are
Maybe.
off. Super Bowls are
Maybe.
off games.
I'll cut you a finder's fee.
Apparently I'm scalping tickets.
Would you
now.
say you're cutting them a finder's fee?
Yeah.
Apparently
I'll
I'm
cut
scalping
you a
tickets
finder's
now.
fee, bro. You'll make something off this.
Listen, this
there's a
dude
good
is
chance
out
that
here
next
slinging his
year-
homeboys tickets.
There's a good chance that next year
All
I'll
right.
be going to a Niner game.
All right, so back to reality. The reality is Fred Warner's gone. The reality is Nick Bosa's gone. The reality is this and this and this and
Yup.
this and that guy are gone. And we got an injury reserved plagued team. But I will tell you, the Niners are still fighting super, super hard.
We're trying,
And
man.
we're right in the game. We actually had a chance to win that game with all these crazy things happening all around us. So I'm very excited. And, I just want to say one thing. Now that
No.
Mac has shown that, hey, he's not the savior. You need to put I got a little upset when everybody's willing to throw away Purdy after Mac played 2 games.
That
That's
pisses me off.
insane.
That pisses me off.
Why?
Because it's like the NFL.
The
like-
Niners isn't a plug and play offense?
no, they're not. Obviously, he wasn't able to run for a touchdown, bro. Like that's the elusiveness that Purdy brings, and it's like as soon as somebody does good, they just throw
I think
away.
they're like the same age. Like they're Mac's not
They
some
might be.
old dude.
I know,
So-
but this mentality is horrible because if you keep this mentality, you'll never have a Tom Brady. You'll never have a Josh Allen. You'll never have somebody that is trusted in your organization because you're just willing to throw him away after he sits 2 games.
that's like
It's a
every.
business.
Yeah, I was about to say that's every organization.
It happens
What
all
have
the
you
time,
done for
which
me
is-
today? Like,
Yeah, it's insane. It shouldn't
rough.
be that
it's
way.
terrible. It's so terrible. But
sucks.
on the flip side of that, let's not act like you guys weren't really as close in that game as you say you were, because
It was pretty close, man. It was 19 to 20.
Tampa's whole offense was gone. Think about it.
But so was ours. We didn't have Kittle. We didn't have Jennings. We didn't have
Tampa's
Pearsall.
whole offense was gone.
We don't have Ayuk.
Like, imagine if their offense would have been there, and you just say you guys as players would have been there.
We would have dominated them.
Come
If
on,
if
man.
both teams are
Tampa's
100%
got
healthy,
the league MVP on the squad right now.
but I'm
If we
saying
had
if-
Bosa and Warner, and
Argue with me.
Mustafa and Kittle and Juwan Jennings and Pearsall and Ayuk, there's no way that's even close. But all right.
I think it's still a good game, but I think the Niners do squeak it out.
Of course you do.
all
And
right.
Jennings and Mustafa did play. They were just still hurt.
I know.
Yeah.
And Jennings complained about broken ribs.
He's got like 5 broken
Five
ribs.
broken ribs.
He got
He
some
got one
messed up in his
target.
ankle. Like yeah, he's not 100%. I think honestly, I might have to sit him too.
No,
It's crazy.
but Kwan or Ngal was saying if everybody was healthy, we have a lot of talent.
I'm not saying you guys don't have talent. I'm not saying that whatsoever.
And we were in the game. It was 19-20 at halftime. So
I'm just saying.
all right, moving on. The Chiefs against the Lions. We are cutting this time clock short here. We can talk about Niners all day long, right? Faithful.
True.
can't.
Always.
Right, and
Every
Gary?
single time.
Not
Yes,
at all.
sir.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
that's not
sir.
true. Not
The
at all.
Chiefs look like they're coming back from the dead. They're
They look
also
good, bro.
getting their firepower back. They're getting Rashee Rice, which I have on
Yeah.
my bench, who's
Yeah.
now starting this week. I'm very excited for that.
Hold on. Stop right there. Stop right there. I'm glad he said that. And the reason I stopped him right there. So John has kind of set our fantasy league up for a second half. I feel like he's going to demolish. Why? Because for the beginning of this whole first 5 games, half of his squad was on IR,
Yep.
was questionable every week, was on IR. And now they're all coming back. They are all coming back.
I
see what
can't
happens,
play
man.
some dudes. I can't play Kittle this week. I can't play Swift. I can't play.
That's only because they're on bye.
No.
Oh,
I just can't play
You still
him.
got guys you can't play yet?
Yeah, and then I also got one guy I can't play.
But have more.
I got Lamar Jackson's not there, and I can't play
His
Scatterboo.
team.
I can't play Scatterboo. That's crazy.
his team, boy. I swear that's the IR squad.
Bro,
But they're all coming back.
yeah. Well, in the next couple of weeks, you're gonna get pretty much every one of those guys back. So
It's just
we'll
kind of
see.
tough in fantasy when you do that because you don't know who to play, and then you're like, oh, I should have played him. I should have
Right.
played that. It's
If-
like having 2
If you
quarterbacks.
want to get
instead
rid of
one.
Lamar, I'll trade you.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Monday Night Football. The Falcons upsetting the Bills. Nobody saw this coming. This killed a lot of parlay
Yeah.
tickets.
This
Yeah.
really did. Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. Something's up with the Bills, but I kind of like it.
They're on a skid, man.
Everybody, like to Gal's point, is at the same level.
Same level.
The same 8 teams are just on a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to be up and who's going to be down. For the sake of time, we're going to move on. The Bears with the last second win over the Commanders.
Show this clip
because
this is trash.
I don't want to watch Jake Moody, bro. I don't.
We're not watching Jake Moody.
Thank
We're
God
watching
for that.
the fumble heard around the world.
And it's recovered by Nashawn Wright.
Good. Hey, as long as I do not have to watch Jake Moody kick field goals, I did that for 3 years.
I would never show that, but we'll talk about it
Thank you.
if we have
Thank
time.
Who was that fumbled right there? Was that?
It was
That was
Jake-
Daniels.
It was Daniels.
It was Daniels' fault.
Man.
He got the ball and didn't have the ball and tried to hand the ball off, and it's like he tried to hand it off in his throat.
Yeah.
He just didn't have the grip.
And that was in the fourth quarter, and that fumble right there cost us the game.
Yeah.
It's rough, man.
It was.
All right, you guys, let's move on to our fire pick segment. All
Bing, 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 bing.
right.
Bang, bang.
Let's go. So, I mean, I did miss last week.
We did.
So I didn't place my picks, but the week before, I crushed it. I think I went 3-0. I picked the Bills to lose over the Patriots. Remember that?
Yep,
I
that
picked
was
the
the trap
Saints to
game.
get their first win over the Giants.
And they did.
Yep. So, I mean,
Wow, you picked the Saints?
yeah,
Yeah.
And
so,
they
I mean,
Wow.
I love it. All right, let's
Should've
go
just
on to
gave you
this
all
week.
of them just for that.
yeah.
Let's talk about this week. No sense living in the past, right?
Never.
So, Caleb, who are your 3 wins this week?
So my first one, I'm taking the Rams over the Jags. So I know we talked about the Jags being one of the better teams in football right now, but I think the Rams are also like one of the better teams in football right now. They're playing lights out, and even with the Puka Nacua injury, I really do believe in this Rams team. They're playing great football right now. I'm taking them to win over the Jags this week. Another one I'm taking this week, I'm taking the Bears to win at home versus the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, yes, they've played competitive football this year, despite only winning 1 game so far this year. They are playing competitive football and honestly don't look horrible. But I do think the Bears are just a better team. They're playing at home. I think they're going to have that advantage this week. And then my last one, of course, I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win over the Raiders this week. Even though, yes, we are in Vegas and that is like the home team here.
The Raiders always play the Chiefs tough.
Right?
Tough.
They do.
It'll probably be
But
their best
this
game
is-
of the season.
This
Yeah.
is in Arrowhead.
That is a trap.
It
game.
doesn't matter.
This is
Doesn't
in
matter.
Arrowhead. Geno Smith is not playing good football right now. It's literally Ashton Genty and Max Crosby are the only 2 people on that team playing good football right now for me, in my opinion. And the Chiefs team, we're seeing, Rashee Rice is going to be back this week. I think that offense is going to be back in full force.
Well, I hope
That
so. I'm
defense is gonna
starting
keep playing
Mahomes this week. So
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chiefs
You
over
sure
the
about
Raiders.
that, Ingo?
Yeah, I'm
Positive.
taking.
The first time.
That's what
for
I-
the first
yeah.
time, I
And
know.
now he's gonna lay an egg. I'm just
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. But
That's
no,
like my luck.
that's what
Sorry,
it is. But no, I'm going to
All
take
right,
the Chiefs
moving
over the
on,
Raiders.
moving
I'm taking Chiefs over Raiders, Bears over Saints, and Rams over the Jags this week.
All right, and Gal, who you got, brother?
So I'm starting it off. I'm taking Washington over Dallas. That's like our game right there. Washington, we always play. It doesn't matter. Like we just lost. We'll play a solid game versus Dallas, and it's in Dallas. This first one's in Dallas. Next game, I'm taking New England. I'm going with Drizzy over Tennessee.
Yep.
That to me right there is just a no-brainer right there. And then crowd gets quiet. Jets get their first victory
Whoa.
over Carolina.
Let's go.
You heard it here
Ooh,
first.
Interesting. Okay.
Jets get their first win
We'll see what happens.
over Carolina. Let's go.
We'll
What
see
about you,
I
John?
like that. I like that. I'm starting off with an upset. I think
Oh.
Keep it
McCarthy
going.
is going to come back to life, and he is going to take down the Eagles, and they're
Okay.
going to suffer
Interesting.
another loss.
I like it. I
and
like
the
it.
pressure is just going to start to mount and grow. And they're going to be forced to do something with that offense. All right.
Throw the
Either
ball.
they're going to have to, I don't know, the head coach is going to have to start calling plays, or they're going to have to get a new offensive coordinator. Something's
the
got to
ball.
give. I am going to go with the Patriots over the Titans.
Yep,
I
yep.
agree with you there,
Yeah, that's a
Gal.
good
I
one.
think the Patriots are rolling.
That's a great one.
So I'm going to lean on that. And then I'm going to go with, I'm going to be there Sunday Night Football, the Niners over the Falcons.
Okay.
The return of Brock Purdy, the elusive one.
Oh.
He's bringing his sword to slay these Falcons. I'm very excited. Kittle's going to come back.
know.
You know, he's bringing that excitement, that energy in the building. And we're going to have Pierce also. Let's go.
Okay.
Hey, let's go. We need a Niners win this week, man. We need it.
Yeah.
Yes,
Ooh, let's
sir.
go Niners.
All right.
Yeah, ooh.
Let's go to fantasy. All right. I know there's a lot of people that watch the podcast, our growing podcast, right?
Let's go, guys.
Yes, sir.
We are here at the entry level, and we have ambitions of rising to the top and being everywhere. But we know one of our main features is that people that watch us now currently, even though it may not be that many people, they watch for fantasy stuff.
Fantasy stuff for real. I hear about that like during the week a lot.
Oh yeah, so we wanted to bring value. We want to do stuff that, give you guys some insight on players that might help you win a game, because this is when buys start kicking in. A lot of injuries obviously are kicking in. So we want to every week make a waiver wire team for you. So if you need a player to fill in, we're going to go ahead and supply that player for you. And let's go from bottom to top. So, Engel, who do you got for your kicker?
So, kicker. For all my Frisco fans in the building,
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Jake Moody. You miss him.
You can leave.
I know
All
you
right.
guys miss him.
So, Engel has officially been kicked off this podcast.
You
can
guys
leave
miss
right
him
the
so
hell
much.
now.
Now he's in Chi City.
Nah, bro.
He killed my team yesterday.
Kicking game
hitting
winners.
4 out of 5. Kicking game winners. I know you guys miss Jake Moody.
No,
It's okay. You don't have to admit it
bro.
right now, but I know you do. And then I had a flex. I was going to pick the flex. And so for the flex, I picked a tight end who's been really doing decent. I don't know. I was looking at only like 30% of the league really has him. Evan Ingram from Denver.
Okay.
The tight, like get him in the red zone, and that's your go-to guy right now for Denver.
That's your boy.
So that's who I got.
Let's go.
Jake Moody. Let's go.
Caleb, who you got for your tight end, sir?
Well, I sure as hell
move on from that.
don't
please.
have Jake Moody on this. So for my tight end, I'm taking Cade
for you
Otton, the
guys.
tight end for the Buccaneers right now. The Buccaneers team is very banged up right now. Their offense is still banged up. Chris Godwin's still kind of 50-50. Mike Evans is still hurt. Now they've got another one, which I'll talk about a little bit here in a minute. So I think those targets have to go somewhere. I think Cade Otton is going to have a huge week this week. And then wide receiver, I'm going to mispronounce this name, and I am sorry. Alec Ayumanor, I believe is how you pronounce it. He's the Titans rookie receiver this year. He's been playing pretty solid this year, honestly. Even though he's playing for the Titans, him and Cam Ward seem to have a pretty decent connection. And now with Calvin Ridley's hamstring injury, I think that's going to open up some targets for him. Yes, they're playing the Patriots, and that's going to be a tough game. But I think Mr. Ayumanor is going to get some good targets in this game.
I love it. I love it. All right,
All right,
so
John, what do you got?
my running back, I am going to go. I mentioned him a little bit earlier, but I'm going with Vidal.
Come on,
He's-
Vidal.
How do you pronounce that name?
Vidal.
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 I like Vital better.
He's vital to your waiver.
Take your vitamins, everybody.
He's vital to this waiver
Hey,
wire
that's a
pickup.
good name for him. Huh?
Trademark. Oh, sorry.
The vitamins.
Take your.
Take your vitamins.
He's gonna give you the vitamins that you need this week. He's playing Miami. They don't got a stingy run defense. Okay,
No.
there's gonna be plenty of space up there. He's super fast, super elusive, short guy. He's gonna sneak under all these huge linemen. I project he's gonna have a great game. Probably over 100 yards.
We'll see.
My quarterback, I mentioned him earlier as well. McCarthy's coming back this week. Yes, he's playing the Eagles. But I think that just that energy that he brings, he's going to wake everybody up. JJ's going to wake everybody up.
We'll see.
That
Chris likes that pick.
Yep, that
Yo,
wide
Chris is
receiver
loving
core is
that
going to
pick right
wake
now.
up. It may only last 1 week, Chris, so don't get too excited.
Don't get too excited.
But, this is kind of like that intro to like a WWE, like, when Stone Cold comes running out of the... This little spurt is the Eagles game right here. Once they actually get in the ring, it's going to change a little bit, but I can see him popping off.
Okay.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I like it.
Let's go. So that's your waiver wire roster
It's a good
this week.
squad. It's a good squad.
Just to reiterate,
Moody.
JJ McCarthy, vitamins from the
Vitamins.
Chargers.
We got Ayumanor and Cade Otton this week.
Yep.
We got Jake Moody. Let's go. And Evan Ingram. Let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, you guys. Hey, we are running short on time, so you want to wrap it up with some trash talk?
I got some trash talk for you. All right, guys. So I missed the head last week, man. I was like, looking for it. I was like, where's the spinning head? That's Quan's fault. So this week's trash talk, guys, is really it's not really trash talking. It's really a question. Who's the league? Who's the face of the league? So I've got a couple guys. Is it Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, or even Patrick Mahomes? Who do you guys think is the face of the league this year? Because obviously it's not like basketball.
Right.
You know, the NFL's really got to put something behind you to be the face of the league.
Yeah.
Who would you guys think that is?
And is that person gonna will his team to the Super Bowl? Because if they're the face of the league, they might actually propel that person.
You got to at least make the playoffs. You got to be like, and you got to do something amazing in the playoffs. Who do you have there? Because as good as Baker is playing right now,
Right.
I feel like he
is known for a lot of commercials.
He'll get that NFL jinx. Wasn't in the beginning of his career, they were like, man, this guy, is he practice ever?
Yeah.
Right.
He's
He
got
was
like
doing
100
progressive commercials and Geico
But
and like all this other stuff.
It's like he'll get the NFL jinx, make the playoffs, and lose in the first game. So who do you guys think the face of the NFL league is?
I want to say Josh Allen for the entire purpose of he's like one of the few guys in the NFL that is a very, very good football player. And also, basically nobody can hate Josh Allen, I feel like. Josh Allen is a very likable football player because we love seeing him play. We love seeing him play well, especially when they're playing the Chiefs. Everyone in America roots for him as soon as they're playing the Chiefs, I feel like, because nobody wants to see the Chiefs win.
I would roll with that. I can see the Bills versus Niners in a Super Bowl happening.
Oh, my Lord.
I didn't even. I just work here, bro. I just work here. Work here.
No, so okay, Bills
But
versus
I say Josh Allen.
No,
That is my
I think whoever your team is, you probably have somebody on that team you think is the face of the league.
All
like
right.
me, I think Jane Daniels, young new stud doing his thing.
I don't know because for me, I think
He's better than
when
any
it comes
quarterback
to
you guys got.
when it comes to these
late
guys,
game
right?
fumble.
They have to be. I feel like a face of a league has to be a premier player. I don't think Jaden Daniels has gotten there yet. And
He's
honestly,
new. He's
I'd
new.
argue he's not right now. Last year, I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about right this
Right
minute.
now.
I don't even think he's the best quarterback from that draft class right in this current moment. I think Drake May is playing better than Daniels is right now.
Who?
Drake May. I think he's playing better football than Jaden Daniels right now.
I would agree.
Of course you would. Well, we both know he's playing better than Purdy. So,
Well, Purdy's
all
not
right,
playing.
guys.
Purdy's in the hospital, bro. Leave him alone.
Well, you said he comes back this week.
Yeah.
He might.
Interceptions. You heard it here first.
Interceptions.
You heard it here first. Interceptions.
Fumbles.
All right,
Late game
guys.
fumbles.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Give us a call next week. We're gonna switching up some stuff every week. We got some special segments coming up for you next week. John, have fun at the game.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have fun, man.
Have fun at the game. Caleb,
Yes, sir.
don't disappear on us this week.
Hey, I'm healthy now, so it's okay.
Yeah, he was sick.
With a fresh haircut.
Fresh
sir.
cut.
Fresh cut, too.
That's for you ladies. He's
Yes, sir.
single.
I am. Hey, you know what? I'm just saying.
I
Call
was
in next
joking.
week.
Calm down.
I'm just saying.
Calm
Hey, if
down.
you're gonna bring
This
it
is
up,
not
if you're gonna bring it up,
Caleb's dating service. We'll check you guys next week. See ya.
Peace.
bye, guys.
This fool said I am.